I think the Nanticoke is a special place, first of all, because if you look at it, it's just beautiful.
It's got just a huge culture about it. It's got Nanticoke Indians that used to live along it. It's got the town of Vienna, a lot of the little river towns that have a lot of sort of flair to them left. So they're all here. There are a lot of parts like that that make it a wonderful river.
Tremendous species of migratory birds, all three types of mergansers, canvasbacks, swans, geese, mallards, buffleheads, golden eyes, and the list goes on and on. All of a sudden, I found myself wanting to learn more about this resource.
From the time Captain John Smith explored it, the Nanticoke River has been an important tributary to the Chesapeake Bay. It is a source of food, water, transportation, industry, and sometimes just plain fun. Many people use the river and the adjoining 3/4 million acres of land that drain into it. That water then continues into the Chesapeake Bay, one of our country's most unique and productive, but endangered bodies of water.
And the way we look at the Nanticoke is it's one of the most pristine, or probably one of the cleanest of the major tributaries of the Chesapeake Bay, the major tributaries. And so that makes it extraordinarily special, unique, a powerful river.
So the Nature Conservancy has called the Nanticoke one of the last great places. There are approximately 200 plant species and 70 animal species that are state rare, threatened, or endangered between Delaware and Maryland. And there are 20 plant and 5 animal species that are considered globally rare. So like I was saying, it's certainly a special place, as you know. And the shad is your buddy, and it's just starting to come back.
And I'd just like to say I've been working in the Nanticoke now for over 10 years, and I know many of you have lived here much longer, but it's really a special place. It's pretty amazing, I think, for the Delmarva, this watershed. So I think everybody should be really proud to live here, and you're really fortunate.
It's got loads of wetlands all around it. It's got the largest wetland complex on the East Coast at the mouth of it. So it's this incredible, incredible river. If you look at the Chesapeake Bay at large, everything right now is in crisis. It's restoration. It's bringing it back from the brinks. And the Nanticoke River is probably one of the only places where we're not in crisis, where we have something left to lose as opposed to something we must bring back. So that's a pretty powerful thing.
Along the way, where they have the markers in the river, they have these osprey have nests, and every one of them just about. And I'm sure they're raising young ones, and so that's a great indication that this part of Delaware or Maryland, where we're at right now, is a pretty nice habitat for those animals, and they must be eating well, which is an indicator that there's fish.
Much of the river's landscape remains today just as John Smith first viewed it. But gone are the large schools of shad and extremely bountiful blue crabs. Remaining are the many other river residents that make this a special place. I'd like you to meet a few of the people I know, people who are involved with our river.
I'd already fished it and crabbed it and had some respect for it, but did not have the knowledge of what a wonderful environmental treasure it is.
And like I spoke of, I see otters behind my house, and I hear owls out there hooting at night.
And the serene beauty of any tributary, the Nanticoke especially, or any seashore, unspoiled seashore point, as in Assateague and Chincoteague Island, the unspoiled sections of our coastline. They're just pleasing to my eye, and I don't want to see that destroyed. I don't want to see it go away.
And I enjoy, because I love to see the different types of birds, and to me it's just so peaceful, and you can relax and just forget all your troubles. You're in a little piece of heaven.
So one is you guys in the Nanticoke are all on the front lines of what's going on in Delaware. You are our last great place that we're trying to protect for the state because development has gone crazy in the last couple years, and I think a lot of you are aware of that. The Nanticoke has some really special, wonderful places that we need to protect. And I'm here to try to advocate to you that we need your help. We need to do that.
Goes in there because the Nanticoke used to be, a huge spawning area both for shad and for sturgeon, and these are also sort of indicator species. As they disappear, so goes the system. And shad are in incredibly bad shape, and we work with an organization right now that does dump in 90 to 100,000 shad fingerling every year to kind of keep the system going.
The water quality that outflows into the bay, not only the water quality of the river impacts the species in and around the river, but also what flows out into the bay impacts that also, either positively or negatively.
My name is Megan Ward, and I'm the Program Coordinator for the Nanticoke Watershed Alliance. In 2007, our organization started the Nanticoke Creekwatchers, a dedicated group of volunteers willing to learn the ins and outs of water quality testing and then sample up and down the river on a bi-weekly schedule. These volunteers are regular people with one thing in common, a keen interest in the water that flows through their lives.
I think one of the things that has, as much as I've been astonished by it, was finding out that it was the cleanest river that goes into the bay and yet only rates a C-. That's disturbing. This treasure needs to be there for my grandchild who comes down and plays in what she calls Bebop's River now. That's what she calls me, Bebop. I love it. I want it to be there for her children in better condition than it is today. That's why I got involved with Creekwatchers.
Okay. Hi, I'm Linda Allen. I'm a creek watcher for the Nanticoke Watershed Alliance. I'm very proud to be one.
And I'm her husband, Don. We work in partnership, sampling 4 different sites in the watershed.
The fact that we are helping the Nanticoke River and the education we're gaining from doing it.
Yeah, we've learned, and I used to be involved in wastewater treatment in my profession, and I had to take courses to be certified, to be licensed, and I picked up a lot of useful information there. But since we've been involved with this, we've learned volumes about the minutia involved in keeping an estuary healthy, the little things you can do that mean a lot in the long haul. And that's another reason being involved in this. This is the 2nd year of the Creekwatcher program, 1st year for us, and we're anxious to see how it grows, how it progresses, and what impact it does have over the long haul. Because
I'm a creek watcher because I want to put my money where my mouth is, so to speak. So it's a great opportunity. It's working with a lot of good people. You learn how to work with different kinds of instruments, and it's a learning experience, and it's a fun experience, and you're doing something good. And you get a chance to get out and rub elbows with Mother Nature. So it's a great thing to. I think I would recommend it for anyone to do something like that.
So in many ways, a lot of the enthusiasm around this river is really based on it's sort of the every river. You know, it's the shining example of things we need to do to help keep this place, to help bring this whole system, the Chesapeake Bay, back. That's really what makes the Nanticoke special in sort of an over-encompassing way. And we need to be working on what we are with the Creekwatchers and such in order to make sure that we maintain this mostly healthy river, don't lose any ground on it, and bring some back, and that it can then be a symbol for the Chesapeake at large. And also, we've got both states in here, so the agreements between multiple states, there's a big dynamic there with all the different counties and all the different rules, so that the Nanticoke, has potentially extremely powerful symbology for lots of restoration in the area.